All right, so what I'm going to do here is show you how to do this document thing. So hopefully you're able to see the video and listen and do the cool little exploration. So what we're going to do here is we're going to slide point B across this line. All right, so I'm going to just grab B and slide it, and there we go. So here I'm going to go ahead and bring this back. So now I have a parabola. All right, and let's talk a little bit about where that parabola came from. So we have a line down here at the bottom. All right, AB is that line, and the line is 3 units away from the origin, where point C is, which obviously looks like the vertex of the parabola. We have a line here, BD, which is perpendicular to AB, and then I have a line that goes at point D, and as I slide that, but you can, but you don't really need to. We'll do it a little bit later. You'll see that this line is tangent to each one of these points along that curve, which is kind of interesting, but that's what it is. It's tangent. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this. All right, let's draw a segment from A to D. So go up here to where segment is, click on that. We're going to go from A prime to D. All right, and now what I want to do is measure the distances of those two segments, A prime D and DB. I want to measure those distances. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to pick distance and length. All right, I'm going to click on A prime to D, get that distance, and D to B. So you should notice that those two distances are the same. That's kind of cool. But watch, as I move this again, we notice that they're always the same. All right, so they're always the same. And that is the analytic geometric definition of a parabola. Right, this idea that for any point on the parabola, that distance to A prime is the same as that distance to this line. This line has a special name. It's called the directrix. And notice that it is 3 units away, right, from the vertex. This point here, you probably are already thinking that that is a focus point. So the focus point is 3 units away from the vertex. But not only that, but for any point on this parabola, the distance from that point to the focus is the same as that point to the directrix. So that's kind of neat. If we slide this B around here, we notice that those two distances are always the same. And that PF, we call it, equals PD, is our definition of a parabola. All right, that is what a parabola is in a geometric sense. For any point, P to F is the same as from P to D. All right, PF equals PD. So let's go up to this, and I'm going to go down here to the input bar. All right, my input bar was already there, but I'm going to put it there again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here first, because I forgot to do that. And I'm going to insert a slider. I'm going to put it right there. And I get C equals. Now you're going to get A equals. I've already done a slider, so you're going to get A equals. We're going to change that to 0. We're going to change this to 1. And I'm going to change this to 0.01. So it's very much like the sliders we would have in Desmos. Very similar. We're going to set that up. Again, yours is going to say A, and that's okay. Mine says C, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to say okay. All right, now I have that. I'm going to slide this back down to here. And now I'm going to come down here to the input bar. I'm going to go Y equals C X shift 6. So I get a power of 2. So the parabola went away, but now I have a new parabola drawn here. And I know that I need to make it just a little bit different because I got to get that to go through point D. So I can play around a little bit. There's 0.8, there's 0.09. So it's just somewhere between that 0.08 and 0.09. Now let's slide this B again. Oops, I gotta make sure that I put it on the mover. I did that the last time. And there it is. So I'm pretty darn close to meeting that parabola by having a y equals 0.08x squared. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But the big deal is that PF equals PD, and we do have a parabola here. All right, so hopefully this worked. And